Now I thought I was all done with the sheetrock patching. I forgot about this over here. Remember, there's water damage here and there's a crack here, and I believe this crack is right on a tape line. I'm going to take my sheetrock knife and just cut out a little bit and see about it first. And I'm hoping I don't have to actually cut the sheetrock out like I did the other one. Okay? I don't think it's damaged it as much. I think it's just the tape. Now see, this tape goes across both directions, and sure enough, that was the tape. So I can score this, and I see that it's cracked to about here. I'm just gonna go across this, and I don't have to have it perfect or anything. And I also see how it comes all the way out here. And this is scoring the paper tape underneath the mud. And like I say, I don't have to get it perfect. It's not perfect by any means. It's going to be all covered up anyways. And I first just want to get this tape out of here. Now see, that part came out pretty good. And it's getting hard. And so I may not have to take it out all the way that direction. So here's the sheetrock nails. And see, that's the mud that went over the tape, and that's all loose. I wanted to take off anything that's loose, and I'm just using a cheapo 3-inch putty knife I got at the store. Not an expensive one, $3, $3 I think it was. And so first I'm just gonna kind of get anything that's loose. If I'm gonna just put mud up here and tape, self-adhesive tape, I gotta make sure that's gonna stick, don't I? And I also want to make sure I don't see any mold residue underneath here, because this is kind of discolored, and I'm hoping there's no mold under here. And so far it looks like I'm all right. Now see, I thought this tape was going to come off there, but it's already cracked there, so this one I'm going to cut on the inside and just try to peel that out of there. You see, that was loose, or else I wouldn't be able to, just see there? Wouldn't be able to do that, would I? And it's okay if I got the marks there. I'm going to end up putting tape over this again. You can't really mess up when you get going. Okay? And now, because I have this, I'm gonna see if I can get some of this, because remember before I couldn't get it over there. I start from the middle and work that way. I get more of it off. I don't want to take off any more than I have to. Reposition my ladder. Look at that. Don't you see all that? Just came right off. Okay, so I'm going to keep working on this and get all the loose stuff off, and I'll be right back. I got all the loose bits off. I checked it pretty good. This is a brand new blade. It's pretty flexible, nice and sharp. If I can't get any more than that off, I know I'm good. Okay? So, now where the tape is, I'm just going to take my sheetrock knife and I'm just going to clean up the edge a little bit by scoring it just a hair and trying to get off some of the high bit there on the edge. Okay. That way it gets something for my mud to kind of sink into. I'm still going to have the webbing tape on there too. Okay. See where that is right there? Okay. I don't know if you can see. Just going to kind of cut the edge off of the tape. Because that tape's on there pretty tight now. I can... Man. Just want to get some of that off. If you got any of that tape that's sticking up, now your patch material is going to... You're going to have more mud on here and you're going to have to float it out further. So I'm trying to just check around the edges, and any tape that's pulled up a little bit, I'm going to try to trim that off. Okay. All right, that's your first step. The good thing about this, there wasn't much water that was above here because the main water leak was down over that way there. And I don't see any mold up here at all. Any fungus growing, anything like that. If you've got any questions about that, and if you see little spots, and if it's just on the surface, let's say, you could spray some Clorox up there. Did you know that? Clorox will kill most of that stuff, and at least that'll give you a little bit of protection there. It's not an end all, but if you got just a little bit on there, it'll do the trick. The nail right there.